up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Fuck, I fucked up.
What's up, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed bringing you another episode of Backyard Prospecting. And that's right, today we got the secret code. We got the super code to get us in and get us the pay dirt to win. Now, we picked ourselves up a bag of that $50 A and B Prospecting's Practice Panning Pay Dirt. That's a lot of P's. Cost us $50. I did order it along with some other stuff off their site. They sell more than just pay dirt. They're a full-on gear shop. They got all your needs. So check them out if you're looking for stuff. And while you're there, pick yourself up a bag of some pay dirt. I picked up a backpack, a nice metal frame backpack so I can haul my sluice around to swap out my old backpack. And it's working pretty great. I don't know. I haven't taken it out yet, but it all packed in pretty well. But today we're checking out some pay dirt from them. It's a $50 bag. I'll throw up the descriptions for you so you can follow along, but it's really brief. Practice pay dirt with Arizona Gold. Great for a gift, for learning, and there is a vial included. And there's a little glass vial sitting in there. Find that along with the dirt itself. Now this is practice panning dirt. They don't call it pay dirt on the site. So when you go looking for it, make sure you just search for dirt, not pay dirt, because you won't find it that way. But this is what you get. So very well packed. It's in a bag, and that bag was in a box along with the backpack. But it's a very well packed little package here. Like I say, it does come with a little glass vial and then some of the information on them. Try to rip this open without making a big mess. I'm gonna say there's not any guarantees listed on their site, but if I recall the last time I did their dirt, it was alright. I should probably check that before I do a redo, but we're just gonna go into it. Now, on the card, it has some information about common materials and their hardness and just some general informational knowledge, and that's always a good thing to have. You know, it tells you how many of this is within that and how many of this is in that. 480 grains equals 1 troy ounce. 12 ounces is a troy pound. 14.5 ounces is a pound. Actual pound. So it's definitely good to know, especially if you're selling or buying gold, to know the difference between a troy ounce and a real ounce. They are two different things. A troy pound and a normal pound, if you consider how different those are, that's 2.5 pounds. So you could, if you get the two mixed up, that's 2.5 pounds of material or gold that is going to change the value of what you're buying. So it's definitely a good idea to know those weights, so that when you're speaking on those or buying those, you know what you're talking about. So cool little informational card. There's their information on the front. There you go. abprospecting.com if you want to go check out their site. If you need some gear, go check that out. Today, we're just looking at some dirt. So we're going to crack this baby open, shake it out, and see what it's all about. It's about a pound of dirt, not a whole huge amount. Cost me $50. And it got here pretty quick. Can't complain. So let's shake it out and see what this dirt's all about. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right. We're going to slice this thing open. Now, though it is pretty crafty for packaging and sitting on their shelf purposes, I'm not a big fan of this double bag-to-bag thing. I like a little zipper bag, so it makes it easier to pour the stuff out. But either way, we're in. We're dumping it in. Let's go. All right, back, and this is what we wound up with. It was only a pound of material, so not a lot of stuff to work with, but you know, once it's all broken down. That being said, there is a pretty even spread of material. You know, you're not overwhelmed with any one size over the other. They all go just about to the bottom of the first lip on the pans. So a very nice even spread. And then there's maybe just a little bit of sub 100 mesh. Now you're probably wondering, why did I bother with that? I don't know. I'm bored, interested, curious, whatever words you want to use. I had the classifier sitting right here, so I figured, why not? And so that's how much sub 100 mesh, the dust. Not a whole lot there. Most everything, of course, is going to be in these bigger meshes, which is where we want it. As far as the 1/4 inch stuff goes, not a whole lot. Just a little bit right there. Not even a half of the thing. So that's a good. I've been very disappointed to get a lot of over 1/4 inch in such a small amount of dirt. There's that 10 mesh. 20. Very obviously all the same material all the way down. We'll hit the plus 40 to see what kind of magnetics we can find. And there is a fair amount in there, surprisingly. Not an overwhelming amount, but definitely something to keep our eye on. I see a little bit of gold in there. Definitely some gold in the plus 40. In the minus 40, probably going to see more of that heavy black sands than we do. Still not an overwhelming amount. It's not like Washington Beach sands or other places that have an exorbitant amount of black sand magnetic in it. But it's definitely there, so something to keep our eye on. Just for funsies. And there's definitely also some black sands in the sub 100. So Black sands are throughout the material. It's not a huge, giant amount, but definitely something to give you a little bit of a challenge as you're going through this dirt. Unless you separate it out up front, and then you won't have to deal with it. Alright, I'll just cut past that where I was playing with the dirt. So we're going to get this all wetted up and run it down the sluice and see what kind of gold we can get. So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Alright, we got this material all wetted up and we're going to blaze through it. I'm going to start with the plus 10, work our way down, and then whatever falls off the 1/4 inch, we'll throw that in there as well. So let's fire up this sluice. And let's get that shiny. Let's see what we got. Not too shabby. Zoom in. And there is nice amounts of gold all throughout the red section here. Pretty amazing, actually. Not seeing anything down into the white. Maybe, oh, there's one nice little picker, nugger. Not too huge. But looks like one piece might have made it down here to the white area. Not seeing anything in the blue, but there could be stuff in the cells underneath the material. But the red section is definitely looking good. So we're going to get this cleaned up and see what we got. There's your gold, baby. How about that? Nice. Get you a little closer upper there. Not bad at all. Definitely like to see that. Alright. We're going to get this suckered up, and we'll weigh it out and see what we wind up getting. Alright, we are back. We got this gold all dried up. ready to be weighed out. Mine are bobbing the ass or hanging by. And let's fire up that scale. Hello. All right, let's go to it. Ding, 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 ding. .688 grams of gold. Not too shabby. A little bit over, not quite. 3/4, not a little bit over 1/2, somewhere in between. Well, now that I'm talking at it, it went up, but 0.688 is what I think we're going to lock it in at. Bing. And all right, I'll take a couple pictures of this gold, and we'll be right back with your final words, or my final words, and your ROI. All right, welcome back. Man, that was some pretty nice gold that we found there. I hope you enjoyed those photos. Now, as always, let's talk about the dirt first. The dirt that we got, AZ All U bags, Arizona pay dirt. Really dusty, dirty stuff, so keep that in mind before you go through it. You might want to wash it down. But you're also going to want to be careful because there is some fine gold in there, so you don't want to be too rough if you do wash that dust off first. But if you're going to pan through it, this is some great dirt to pan through. It's good practice dirt, just like they say it is. The material was all even throughout the classifications that I broke it down into, and there wasn't an abundance of material in the over 1/4 inch that was wasting a lot of space. So that was really good. The bag came with a free vial to put your gold in, which is awesome because you wind up getting a fair amount of gold. We'll get onto that here in just a minute. But overall, the dirt was nice. The dirt was easy. If you're going to pan through it, go through a little bit at a time, or do the whole damn thing all at once if you're feeling froggy. I would definitely recommend have yourself a magnet handy because there's a fair amount in there. It's not overwhelming or anything, but there is some magnetics in this dirt. So I don't know if I would say it's necessarily beginner dirt, but it's definitely really good practice dirt. So even if you are a beginner, put a little bit of this in your pan it out, add some more, pan it out, and work through the bag, and you're going to have a good time and get a good amount of gold back for it. Now, let's talk about that gold. The gold was all mostly fine and smaller flake stuff. There wasn't any big pieces in here, and that's fine. I've actually been wanting to get more fine gold for my vial. I'm not picky. I'll take any gold you send me, but I've been looking to add some fine gold so I can, maybe make some pay dirt bags up. So that was nice to get, and there was a good amount of it. Let's go ahead and put up the thing right there. Right there. We wound up paying $50 for the bag of dirt. What we wound up finding was 0.688 grams of gold. Now, I got this a while back early May, so I adjusted the ROI and the value for when I purchased it, and at that time it was a value of $41.65. So that was going to give me an ROI of about 83.3%, which is not bad at all. That's a really good ROI for pay dirt, and it's a good amount of gold, nice amount and spread of gold. And there was gold throughout the material, so it wasn't all just one size, all in one classification. So it did make you have to earn it and go through all the stuff. You couldn't just cheat, pull all the big stuff out and go to the 20 and get rid of everything else. Some pay dirt you can do that. You couldn't do that with this because there was good spread of gold throughout all of the material. And so I would definitely say I had a great time going through this one. It posed a little bit of a challenge. If you're going to pan it straight through, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge because it is practice dirt, but definitely worth getting. They have a few other options like a 20, a 50, and a 100. I got the 50. They may have bigger ones. Check out their site. I'll put a link down below as always. But overall, I give this one a thumbs up. 83.3% ROI. Had a good time going through the dirt. And had some nice gold for my efforts. So check them out. A&B Prospecting. Their practice pay dirt. It's good stuff. Now, if you're still with me here and you haven't already done so, please hit that thumbs up. Give me that YouTube love. If you're not a subscriber and you're here with us for the first time, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future shit. And thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate all of you hanging out with me this morning. And there you go. This is Dig Daddy, signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace.